Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Today's video is a review of Marzia's Perfume. If you don't know who Marzia is, she's a pretty big YouTuber. She's got 7.4 million subscribers. She's engaged to Felix, who's PewDiePie, who's got 66 million subscribers. Felix is the biggest, literally the biggest person on YouTube. And I've followed both of them for many years now. And I like them both. I think they're an awesome couple. I think Marzia is absolutely beautiful. She's awesome. So a really cool couple. They're getting married soon. But the point is, I followed both of them for a long time, and I think they're really cool people. So Marzia has a couple of different brands, as well as being a vlogger, which I'll link her vlog channel below if you have no idea what I'm talking about. But in the meantime, I'll play a few clips from her videos, and you can kind of get a gist of who she is. She's Italian, Felix is Swedish. They've been together for a long time, but Marzia has a couple of brands as well as a vlog channel. And one is a Japanese inspired kind of fashion brand where you can buy t-shirts and things like that and hoodies, and that's called Tsuki. I might be pronouncing it wrong. It's a Japanese name that means the moon, I think. I believe the T might be a silent T, to Tsuki or Suki. I'll link all these below if you just want to check them out. But she designs her own kind of fashion clothing, and I think she does a pretty good job. I think she's got a very good natural taste, and I like the stuff that she designs herself. I think she does a really good job. They also do scented candles on that website as well. And then she has two brands. The other one is called May, which is where the perfume is from, and she does handmade pottery, which looks really cool, and she puts funny faces on them and makes them into little characters as plant pots. I think that's pretty cool because they're handmade by her. I know she had a bit of a problem ordering the kiln to try and bake them, and I was intrigued because she did a perfume. This was a one-off and it's already sold out. I bought it when I saw it because I knew it would sell out straight away, because her fans are amazing, very supportive of her, and all her stuff sells out pretty quickly. So I grabbed myself a bottle just out of curiosity to see what it was like, really, because I've been a fan of her for so long. I know Marzia probably isn't huge into perfume, and I read on her blog that she tested out samples from Le Labo, and obviously as niche perfume lovers we all know who Le Labo is, and she went with getting a full bottle of Labdanum 18, so that's her favourite from that line. So I know she wears Labdanum 18. Other than that, I have no idea what she wears. So this one is called May Estate. This is the bottle, has a little bow tie on the top of there. It's a very simple label. The box it came in is super simple. It's like a very pale cream pink colour. May Estate. Estate means summer in Italian, and information printed on the back of the box. So when I spray this, when I first spray it, it's got a nice opening. It's fresh, slightly juicy, clean citruses. As it develops into the mid, it's slightly floral. If anything, slightly white floral, slightly sweet, and slightly musky. And it pretty much tones down as that is. It's quite a simple fragrance. It's nothing that you've not smelled before. It's not like super unique. In fact, I purchased this so I could review it because I like Marzia, and also afterwards I can just give it my sister. And my sister sprayed it. The first words out of her mouth were pretty. She thought it was pretty, and then immediately she said, but it smells like something I've smelled before. And I agree, it's not like hugely unique, but I don't think it needs to be. And I think that's safer for Marzia because of her audience and who buys her things. She doesn't want something that's super specific in taste, that, you know, it's possible that people aren't going to like it because obviously there's no samples. You're kind of just trusting to buy the bottle based on the notes and based on being a fan of Marzia. Like celebrity perfume, if you're a huge fan of Britney Spears at a young age, you will buy her perfume regardless of what it smells like, I feel, for a lot of people. And I think that's pretty much the same with Marzia. You buy it because you support and you like Marzia and you want to support her. Yeah, I think it's good that she went with something that's generally likable and kind of mass pleasing and not, you know, super specific. but it's very easy to wear, it's very likable, like I say. So the official notes listed are clementine, lemon in the opening, the heart would be lily of the valley and jasmine, and the base is patchouli and musk. Definitely a summer and spring casual everyday fragrance that you could keep in your handbag and just spritz on as you go through the day. I can't see anybody particularly disliking it, which I think is a good thing. In terms of performance for this, it lasted on my skin about 5 hours and projected okay within the first hour. Altogether, it's quite a pretty citrus, floral, musky kind of combo that works really well, and I think would work particularly well for her target audience and her age range of her kind of demographic that watches her channel. But yeah, I think it's decent for what it is. But for £40, I will be honest, you know, you can get really better smelling and longer lasting perfume for the same amount of money or less. Like DKNY, Be Delicious, they have a whole range, they're all under £40, you can get them quite easily under £40. They all smell great and last a decent amount of time. There's just a ton of other things you could get for less money that really would smell better and last longer, but I don't feel like that's the point. I think the point is that you buy it because you love Marzia and she's awesome and you want to support her. So for me, it doesn't really matter that you can spend £40 on a better fragrance technically. It's just you buy it because you like her. I'll be buying one of her clay pots when they're back in stock at some point. I think they're really cool. I actually bought my mother a cactus, and she's got pictures of them on her Instagram where they have cactuses inside and they look hilarious. They're quite funny. I'll put some pictures up, but I'm going to buy one of those for my mother. I wouldn't mind one myself actually as well. I think they're quite cool. Most of her products, I believe, are made in Italy because she's Italian and that's where she's born, that's where her family is, and so a lot of the things that she sells are made in Italy. The perfume is no exception, that's also made in Italy. I feel like I have a pretty good judge of what would suit people and what I think people might like based on kind of getting to know them a little bit. Not that I know her, but like I've watched her videos for a long time and I kind of have a sense of her style and, you know, how she dresses and how she presents herself and just her general kind of personality a little bit over the years. So I feel like I can probably suggest a few fragrances that would really suit her, in my opinion. But I think I get these pretty good. I would really recommend that she would try out Atelier Cologne. I feel like that brand would speak to her. And there's a few fragrances that she could try, but the first one that comes to mind when I think of Marzia is Clementine California. Now Clementine California has this beautiful, realistic, juicy Mediterranean orange note that's like photorealistic. It will remind her of drinking fresh orange juices in Italy, and it dries down into this kind of slightly borderline soapy kind of lotion kind of vibe in the heart and the base, and it lasts quite a long time as well. For an Atelier Cologne, we know they're quite short-lived. Clementine California actually lasts most of the day, so it lasts pretty well. It's got a beautiful opening, some of the best citrus openings in perfume, and the dry down is quite soft and body lotion like, soapy. I think it would just fit her down to the T. I think she would really like that. So if she happens to be watching, check out Clementine California by Atelier Cologne. My personal recommendation of, I think that would really suit her. I feel like Le Labo wasn't probably the best starting point for Marzia because I don't like any Le Labo. I feel a little bit like Marzia would resonate slightly better with natural perfumery in a way, and I would actually recommend she try Abel. Now Abel is an all-natural brand based in Amsterdam, and they use modern techniques of gaining natural isolates, which gives them a broader palette to work with. But there's one that, in fact there's a couple in there, when I think about them, I think they would really suit Marzia very well actually. I own a few bottles from them because I think they do good stuff. That's what the bottles look like. You can get miniature ones or you can get the big one, magnetic caps. The ones that remind me of her, or that I think she could pull off very well, is ones that I wear myself, but it's unisex. Abel White Vetiver. This has a really juicy lime and a very clean vetiver note, which is kind of a woody, rooty note. but the citrus, the lime, the vetiver, that being clean, and it feels like a summer springtime fragrance, quite casual but very elegant at the same time. I think both Marzia and Felix could pull that off very well, and I think it would suit both of them. I feel like that could be like a couple's fragrance, actually, to be honest. And the other one is Cobalt Amber. I can't imagine Felix wearing this one, to be honest, but I think Marzia would love it. And Cobalt Amber is a tonka bean, a kind of ambery tonka bean vanilla kind of fragrance that's sweet. It's slightly Play-Doh-y, very, very smooth and warm and cuddly, and just the smell of it, I can already picture Marzia wearing that. I just think that would suit her really, really well. I'm sure she would, and I know, obviously, liking Labdanum 18, having a prominent kind of tonkery vanilla powdery note, I feel like Cobalt Amber is actually a nicer kind of version of that kind of sweet tonkery kind of scent that works really nice, obviously sharing kind of an amber base like Labdanum 18. I would put money on that she would like that more than Labdanum 18 by Le Labo. But the one from this collection that I really think would speak well to Marzia, and that I think she would really like, and that I really like, is Golden Neroli. She would smell awesome with this. Let me read the description. A luminous citrus floral that opens up with harmonious neroli, matcha tea accord, rich jasmine sambac, petitgrain, ylang ylang, and a soft santal base. Santal meaning sandalwood. This is such a beautiful perfume. It's very feminine, super pretty, and you get all of that. Like, it smells awesome. You get the clean neroli, which is slightly soapy and floral. You get a little bit of the jasmine sambac, which is a cleaner sambac. It's not indolic at all. You get a little bit of the ylang ylang, which gives it kind of an almost tropical sweetness. And you do actually get a hint of a matcha tea, kind of green herbal tea kind of note as well. This is very smooth, very elegant, very well balanced, and in my imagination would smell super, super, super pretty on Marzia. I think she would love that fragrance. I actually wish I could send her the sample myself for her to try it. But yeah, it's really, really pretty, and when I imagine what I would recommend to Marzia, those fragrances come to mind straight away. And I'm pretty good in general at matching fragrances to people based on kind of how they look and the personality, and getting to know them a little bit. Like, I did a video scenting reviewers, and I think I was pretty spot on, and the people commenting that I actually scented kind of seemed to agree with me. In fact, to the point where Lauren from Lola Scents actually went and ended up purchasing a sample of the one that I suggested would work really well on her, and she fell in love with it, and she wants to buy a bottle. So I got that right. So I think I'm pretty good at recommending perfumes to people. Those are the ones that come to mind when I think of Marzia. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll leave a link to her YouTube channel, her blog, and both her brands, Tsuki and May, and you can check them out if you want to. Like I say, I followed her for years, and I think she's really cool. So yeah, it was nice to check out her perfume. Obviously, it's not one that I would wear myself personally. I was just curious kind of to see what it would be like. So I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.